it is time to show you the biggest change I've had done to the motorhome, and this is a game changer. This is where this comes in. Now, are you ready for this, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I know you've all been waiting for it. I'm going to be running through all the little changes I've had done to the motorhome whilst I was in Turkey, and I left the motorhome with Oaktree. Mainly, I asked you guys, what did you think this change meant? Obviously this is a cut. Now, there were some great guesses. There were some good guesses. No one actually got the correct guess, but there was yeah, there was a load of great guesses, from log burner, diesel heater, aircon, composting toilet, cat flap. That's something I should recommend to Tash, to be fair. I reckon they should get a cat flap. I reckon that's a great modification. Now, I'm not going to tell you straight away, because I am going to keep you on tender hooks. We're going to go through everything else, and I'm going to show you what this is. The best till last. I'm going to save the best till last, and you guys are going to love it. I absolutely know you're going to. I know you're going to love it. It's going to be, yeah, it's a game changer. Let me just tell you that. So while I was away, I made notes. My motorhome had to have its MOT. That was due for when I got back. So it had its full service and MOT whilst at Oaktree. Now, the service, it was all fluids and filters have been changed and replaced, which is absolutely essential. And I've done that every year on my old motorhome. I know they say that they can probably last longer or this and that, but I definitely think just get them done yearly. This is my home. I'm traveling a lot. You know, you got to look after the vehicle. You got to get things done like that. Now, for the MOT and service and just general maintenance, there was a few marker lights out, so they've been replaced. New pads all round, new brake pads all round the motorhome. So six brake sets of brake pads. New discs on all the rear wheels. Again, that's four wheels, because it's a tag axle. New glow plug, new auxiliary belt, and I think they tightened the tensioner, or they've done something to the tensioner. I'm not too sure on that, I will be honest. But yeah, new auxiliary belt. It absolutely sounds like a dream. It's just running so perfect now. I didn't know anything was wrong, to be fair. If I hear something or know something's wrong, I'll immediately start whining to someone, because that's what I do, you know. I'm not a mechanic, and that's what I do. I'll find someone where to fix it, or say what the problem is, and get it fixed, because like I say, it is my home. I don't want to be taking chances. I don't want to break down. I don't want, I don't want it to break. So all that's done. So the MOT's passed for another year. Servicing's all done. All the fluids have been changed. All the filters have been changed. All little bits of maintenance have been done, because Oaktree went through it with a fine tooth comb. Their mechanics were going through the whole motorhome and checking it all, making sure it was all good to go. Can't thank them enough for that. So the first thing I've had done is had some more plugs, 240 plug sockets put in. So the first one I've had put in is down here. There you go, right there. Because I wanted to be able to, now I've got the MultiPlus 3000, I wanted to be able to use the air fryer and be able to use like my induction hob, or maybe the deep fat fryer at the same time. Haven't tried that yet, but that is on the list to see if I can use both at the same time. And I wanted to be able to do the cooking here, which is where I do all my cooking, hence the kitchen. But yeah, I didn't have two plug sockets. I didn't want to use a double, like an extension lead or anything. I've also had a couple of plugs put in down the end of the lounge. So as you can see here, here's my servo. Here's the screen for the servo. I've had one put up there, and then if we spin around, I've had one put on the opposite side, but this one's in use already. Part of the new system to keep me cool in the summer. So plug socket, just like the other side, is there, but on this side I've had a big fan put in. Right, so this isn't attached to the wall. It's attached to a nice piece of wood, which is a similar like grain, similar makeup. This is screwed. Let me show you. Let me sit down. Yeah. So this is screwed to the wood, and then that is actually velcroed with the really strong Velcro I use. I think it holds like 7 kilos per 10 centimeters square, something like that. Really good stuff, really good stuff. I used it in the other motorhome, I've used it in this motorhome for a lot of stuff. Never really failed me. So I've got 2 massive strips, well, the whole length of that basically, 2 strips on the wood, and then I've got 2 strips on the wall. I heated them up a little bit, and then I've put them on and I left them for a while, and then I put them on the wall. So this can come off if this breaks for any reason, doesn't work, needs fixing, or I just want to change it or something, you know. It's not a permanent fix, and I didn't want to screw into this because this is quite heavy, and I didn't want to be going over bumps and rocky roads and this, that and the other, and speed humps, and then this finally pull, because I mean you couldn't put massive screws into this wood because, you know, you just can't. So I thought best option is the Velcro, and then if it does fall off, it's only the fan that's going to get damaged. The wall will be fine, and it will just fall onto the sofa and onto the floor. Any of you guys that have got a motorhome will know that you get a aerial, TV aerial on top, fitted to most, literally 99.9% of motorhomes. They come with this aerial, which is usually in the wardrobe, and it's on a big pole, and then you can push it up, and then you can turn it and then twist it around, and then it's just a big lump on the roof basically, and it's not needed. I don't watch terrestrial TV or whatever you call it now. I don't use that. I don't use an aerial. If I want to watch TV or anything like that, I'll just stream it. I'll use my internet. So in my wardrobe, that pole, that big bar, and the aerial, that was dragging on the roof for one. It's just not needed, not necessary. And there was a massive pole bar in the wardrobe. So if we go down to the wardrobe now, I'll show you what we've had done. Okay, so this is where the pole used to come, and it used to come down to about here. So it was a right old lump. Now I've had the pole removed. I've had it capped off with a new antenna for the internet, which is perfect because you guys know I need the internet, and like I just said, if I'm going to watch TV, I'm going to stream, so I need the internet. So I've had the antenna put over they've capped the hole, and then I put the antenna on top of that hole because it's a gland. We can still use it to get the wires through, and the antenna wires through. So they've put me a little 12-volt socket in here, as you can see there, to a USB socket there, and then I've got my my Netgear modem up there, just out of the way, running everything, which is perfect. The next thing they've done with my modem is they run an Ethernet cable. So the Ethernet cable runs from my wardrobe all the way through the toilet and shower, down the wall, or somewhere. They know where to. Oaktree know the ins and outs of these motorhomes. This is the beauty of them. They know how these motorhomes are made, put together, and they know how to take them apart, take them to bits, put things where you want them, and then put them back together again. Because under this sofa is my servo. That is the servo screen there, and then there's the servo brain under there. So just to save any hassle with Wi-Fi or anything like that, I've had it mainline put in with an Ethernet. So the Ethernet runs from under the sofa, like I said, all the way through all that, and then straight to the Netgear. I lost my words then. Straight to the Netgear, into the modem, and then we are online all around the world, which is great because then I can access the system anywhere on the planet. Right, we're getting to some of the really juicy stuff now, and that is to stay cool in the summer. Now, I did try last year when I was in France and in Europe. I did have the EcoFlow Wave 2, yeah, it was the Wave, because I've got the Glacier as well. So the Wave was the aircon. I did try it, but you know, some days I was coming back to the motorhome one day in particular I come back and it was like 36, 37 degrees in the motorhome, and it was like 4 or 5 in the evening. There was no way that the aircon was going to start fighting that. None whatsoever. Inside the motorhome was roasting. And by the time it was going to even try and get anywhere near that, like start fighting that, the aircon, it was going to be dark and it was going to be power consuming, and you've not got any solar anymore, and, and then where are you? So I wanted to go down a different route to stay cool still, but not be reliant on aircon and using all that power. So you just need a nice breeze. I need a nice breeze, and then I'm good. I'm pretty sure I can. What I've done is going to succeed in that. Now, I have got not one, but 2 MaxxFans fitted to this, which is absolutely insane, and they look incredible. They look amazing when they're both working together on the roof. It's just great. I do want to say a massive thanks to Midland Leisure Supplies for hooking me up with these MaxxFans. Really do appreciate them. They've gone above and beyond to help me out with them. So yeah, thanks Midland Leisure Supplies. I'll leave a link in the description below to them, and you can see if you guys want a MaxxFan, then you can check their website out, and then yeah, go grab one. But let me show you where they are and what my plan is. So I've got one right here. Yes, one there, right in the toilet and the shower. I've got the clear tint. Now it has made it a slightly bit darker in here, given that it's now got a, and it's not just a clear piece of plastic, it's got a lot of bits of, the fan in the middle. That I'm not worried about. I'd much rather the air to be moving. So I've got one here, which is great. I'm loving it. And I've now got, follow me. Here we go. I've got one right above my bed. Yes, look at that. Now this one, let me just demonstrate. Here we go. This one is the light one. So I wanted the light one because, let me turn this light out. Is that good? Yeah, I wanted the light one, so one at night time, it does add a real nice light effect to the bedroom area. It has got the blind, so I can pull that over when I'm sleeping if I want. That is going to add so much air to keep me cool at night in the hot summers and when I'm out in Europe. What's the plan, Stan? I haven't tried it yet, but to have one on intake and one in and one out, basically. So then I'm going to have, air going over me whilst I'm sleeping and then kicking the hot air out. I'm then going to have the fan that you've just seen at the front, and then I did find these are 12 volt. The one I've had fitted there is 240, so it's a proper big fan. But I found these, and they're clip, but they also have a flat bottom. You could screw them to the wall, or you can velcro them, or you can hang them. I'll put a link to these in the description below. They are really quite powerful, and they do come with a, strangely enough, light. Don't know if you're going to use that at some point, because yeah, might use it at night in bed, I suppose. But my idea is to have maybe a couple of fans low to the ground, and then I'll be able to have the MaxxFan taken out, one bringing in, and then the one on the wall. It should be like a wind turbine in here. It should be absolutely breezy. Along with the ice machine, my cool Pepsis, and my wind tunnel motorhome, I think I'm going to be very cool this summer and when I'm out in Europe. And to be fair, I am going to see if I can find another motorhome that's got aircon. Maybe Steve. Steve, I'm coming for you. We're going to do a test. And we can park up somewhere when we're together. And I'm going to get all my fans going. And then he or someone else can have their aircon running. We'll give them an hour. We'll set them, nice and all this and that. And then we'll measure the temperature. Because I think, honest to God, I think these fans... taking air out, bringing air in, and moving it all around, I think that is going to give aircon a really, really good run for its money, especially power wise. It is not going to consume that much power at all. So yeah, what do you think of that? Is that a good plan? Have I done right? Do you think it's going to give aircon a good run for its money, or have I just added a lot of wind and it's just going to be hot air? Drop in the comments below what you think is going to happen. Have you got any ideas of what I could do just to tweak the system a little bit more? Anything you think I should do? Anything I've done wrong? Let me know in the comments below, because I think this is going to work a treat. Okay, now we're outside the motorhome, and it's quite a big addition to the motorhome. Oh yes! I got my spare wheel on the back of the motorhome. How cool is that? Nice bit of checker plate on the back. There's a massive plate inside the back wall of the motorhome in the garage to spread the weight. But look at this, how good does it look? I've now got my spare wheel with me, because I know I did get quite a bit of stick from you guys saying, no, you do need your spare wheel. And let me just admit something, because I am totally honest with you guys. A week before I left, I was in Newark with Shane. Before I left for Turkey, and I pulled up there, parked up, we were going to do some fishing and all that good stuff, and I came out next morning and I had a puncture on my rear axle on the driver's side, on the back, the furthest one back. So yeah, it wasn't a big puncture. I pumped it up, and it held enough to get to a place to get a puncture repair on it done. But you guys, yeah, you said it would happen, and yeah, it did. But luckily I was okay and could fix it at that point. But this now gives me the option, if I do need it, even if I'm not going to change it, I have a spare wheel that I can call, I can ask for help, someone can help me. I have got a jack, if you guys wanted to know that, so I can do it. But yeah, look at that. Excuse the fishing gear, but there you go, look at that. So the weight has been spread really widely, because obviously the wheel is heavy, and then 6 big bolts have gone through the wall. They've all been capped. I've got my tyre. I haven't got to take space, valuable barbecue and fishing space away from the garage. I can now carry my wheel. I'm all good, ready to rock and roll. It is time to show you the biggest change I've had done to the motorhome, and this is a game changer. This is where this comes in. Now, are you ready for this, guys? Honest to God, I am so over the moon with this, and I wouldn't have let anyone else do it other than Oaktree. I don't trust anyone else to do this. But look, I've got a new door. I have got a new garage door in the other side of my motorhome. Yes! Let's have a look at this. This is game changer. So I've got a Malenko lock fitted, so just like the other side, I can keep the door secure. But look at this. How cool is this? I now have access to the other side of the garage with my new door. It's just, yes! Look at this. How cool. Now I don't have to try and reach over, throw stuff down, struggle, get everything out. I can just access it. I am so happy with this. It is unreal. Now this isn't the perfect, this isn't the final layout of all the stuff. I am carrying a few bits and bobs, which I not normally will be. I need to drop off a few places, but this is gonna change everything, because I can now have barbecue stuff one side, less used fishing stuff one side, and more used stuff that side, and I've got access to it all. It doesn't block the bike. It is just awesome. But look at this. I'm going to put you guys down here. Ready? How cool is this? This is incredible. I am so over the moon with this. It is amazing. Honest to God, Richard and the guys at Oaktree, Rob, everyone, they have gone above and beyond on this. And look at it, look at it. How much simpler is that to use? I can now have access to everything I need really simply there. Look at that, look at that. Now, how many of you have got motorhomes out there that have got one garage door and you're thinking, yeah, I'd really like another one? Well, it's possible. Look at it. Yes. And like I say, I really wouldn't trust anyone else to cut that size of a hole in my motorhome, because, I mean, come on, it's not exactly small, is it? Look, it's, you know, it's a Darren sized hole. Look. Whee! This is the best modification I've ever had to a motorhome, hands down. This is incredible, such a game changer. I can't wait to use this over the summer. It is going to make life so much easier using my garage to its full extent. Yes! So, what do you guys think? It's amazing. I love it. I mean, I can't thank Oaktree enough. They've re-sprayed all my wheels. These look incredible. Let me just shut my second garage door. The original. the new one's already shut. Right, let's go back in the motorhome. It's a bit cold out here, a bit windy. I am over the moon with everything's been done. Not only have I got the fan, the two MaxxFans in, the fans in the front. Oh, I've got a wheel carrier on the back, and my garage door. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely incredible. I am so over the moon with my motorhome right now. My house is awesome. I love it. Absolutely love it. And I can't wait for the year ahead.